Hey, I am delighted to be here as always to share with you with these amazing HR brains. We were sharing in the background, but I'm Lisa Ely. I am your HR profit strategist, and I work with small businesses and entrepreneurs to show them how to build scale teams for profit, right? And many of the things we talk about is based on a book. If y'all haven't read it, it's called Profit First at the end of the day. And so I'm happy and delighted to be here. And I'm going to throw, because we in the playoffs, right? Denver and Atlanta, no, not Atlanta, Denver and Miami are playing in the playoffs. So I'm going to toss the ball over to Letitia.
Yes, yes. I see that there is some lag. And so for a moment I might come off video and then come right back on. So Letitia B. Russell, I am one half of Russell Craigwell Consulting. My business partner is not on today, but we provide HR services to small and medium-sized businesses as it relates to your training and development needs, as well as onboarding your new hires. So great to be here this evening.
All right, ladies. So our topic we're going to talk about probably about a good 15 minutes this evening is about. I had posted the question on here: are you struggling with what or how to delegate? And we being, entrepreneurs ourselves and small business owners, we're all in this thing together, right? And a lot of times, what I have found over the years in supporting the small business community with HR practices and things of that nature is that a lot of times people we have a control issue. We have a little control issue in actually delegating some things off of our plate. I am guilty of it, so let me be the first one to be transparent about that. I could be guilty of that, but I am not afraid to delegate to the right person, to the right individual, the things that I don't necessarily want to do, or maybe I know how to do it, but don't necessarily need to be doing it. Right. So this is all a learning curve for everybody in entrepreneurship. At some point, you will have to put yourself in the position to let go, to let go of some of those things that, yes, you have probably mastered. You've done a wonderful job in building your business to where it is now or where it shall go. However, it's important to learn what those things are that doesn't need to necessarily be on your plate, especially if you're positioning yourself to be a CEO. So let's talk about delegation now. I think we can struggle with some of these entrepreneurs out here in this small business streets, in these small business streets. I think Letitia said she was having a little lag.
Okay, she's lagging. I'm going to toss it up. I was going to
Is
toss
it
it over
just
to
me, ladies,
Letitia.
or am I breaking up?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to hop off and then come right back on. Lisa, I'll leave it with you for a moment and I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. So let
No
me
problem.
tell you my biggest thing with delegation. So I know we amongst friends, and I know y'all like watching it online. Some of y'all I know, some of y'all we don't know. But if you're watching this, whether it's live or on replay, please let us know that you are here as well. Pound replay live, who you are, where you live, what's your business.
Yes.
Because I need to know if I'm gonna be sharing like real personal stuff, right? Because delegation for me, I do not like giving up my power and authority. Like I am the firstborn in my family. I'm in charge. When stuff was going good or bad or whatever at the house and my parents came home, like it was my fault, my problem, my issue to solve. So I do not like giving up control. In fact, I will tell you that this is still something that I consistently work on, even with my own team. And even beyond that, like in my family, in my household, with my husband, with our kids, it's like I want to be in the like I gotta like know what's happening, what's next, what's the mix, all the other kind of stuff. But this is what I learned. So it is I'm not gonna date myself, but it was more than 20 years ago. I'll just say that. And we had a consultant come in. I was in a lead HR role, and she was talking about delegation. It happened to be. And in her company, that's what they do. SOPs, big solving problems, all of that. I'm not even sure if they're still in business, but she had twin sons. And the story that she shared with us is that she was trying to teach them, delegate the task of washing clothes to them, because they had come of age. And so we're talking about twins, right? They're supposed to be alike. So one, they both standing there. She gave them the instructions, you separate your clothes, based on whatever the labels are, cold, warm, hot, all that stuff. And then put your, laundry detergent, softener. If it's white, you could put bleach in it, or color bleach, whatever. And then this is how you do it, doing the dials, all that stuff. And so fine, the twin number one, he got it. He was rolling, he was washing clothes, no issues. Twin number two was putting stuff that should be on cold, on hot, and bleach and all this other kind of stuff. So with him, she had to do something different, because she is delegating her task of washing clothes to her sons who are coming of age. But she was committed to ensuring that they both got it. So what she had to do was teach him a different way. So the moral of the story is simply this, is that the way you may interpret or understand or learn how to do something, or the way you think it should be done, and you explain it to one person and they get it, the next person that comes along that does that task or something else, you may have to meet them where they are. So for those of you who have had challenges with delegating, be creative in how you delegate the task, and make sure that people learn in different ways. Some people are visual. Some people, you have to actually walk them through and show and tell and touch. Other people need to write down the instructions. Other people need video. So be okay with people's differing learning styles, because if they're committed to getting it, right, they're going to get it, but you've got to be committed to sharing it in a different way. How about that?
Good. You always a great storyteller. You always have a story. But story gets the point across, right? It gets the visual across and everything. So it's always good. I don't know, we got feedback for some reason, but one thing I wanted to say in the delegation, before you can really let go of the control that you have as an entrepreneur and really know what you need to delegate, you need to identify what it is that you do in your business. Identify those tasks and responsibilities that you do in your business. Write it down, put it on your computer, talking into your phone. We have all kind of contraptions now that we can, take our messages. I'm sorry, guys, if you guys are getting feedback, because I'm getting feedback. But for whatever reason, if you have not written down what it is that you need to delegate out, that is actually draining your time from, pursuing your clients, or draining your time from nurturing your clients, or doing the things that you need to do to make sure, revenue and profits are happening in your business, or that, you have, your foundation set, you need to understand what it is that you should be delegating. It's like, because you can do it doesn't mean you should be doing it, right? And like, again, we're all in this together. We're all guilty of it. But you want to start with, what are those things that you need to take off your plate? Is it social media? Is it your marketing? Is it doing research, in your industry to find out what the trends are, what kind of thing, what the data is, okay? Data, whichever way you pronounce it, all right? What the data is that you need to drive your business. It can be a host of things, right? It can be how you follow up with your customers or your potential leads, I should say, that you want to convert, all right? Convert into paying clients, those kind of things. You want to think about all the things that you do. And of course, we're doing a lot of things, right? Some people more than others, but that's quite all right. We all got some kind of to-do list that we need to really delegate certain things off that is sucking our time. And in sucking our time, it also sucks up the money that's not coming in. Okay. Or it winds up, because there's ebbs and flow in business, right? You can be making a lot of money one day, slows down one day, and the next month, boom. So it's ebbs and flow when it comes to revenue and profits in business. We know that if you've been an entrepreneur for any length of time, but really understanding what you need to delegate, can change the trajectory. I don't know if I put that in the description or not of this, but it can change the trajectory of your business. And see it, and I want to kind of go back to why it is that we're doing what we're doing. Every week we come on here Wednesday between 6 and 6:30 to share with you a little bit more about us, about what we talk about as HR professionals, consultants, experts, coaches, all the things, right? But we're here to talk about, also to let you know about the People First Summit. We have a summit that's coming up, peoplefirstsummit.com. We invite you. Early bird is about to end. Who doesn't love an early bird ticket? I said that the last time. I'm going to keep saying it. All right. Who doesn't love an early bird ticket to something that could change the trajectory of your business? To empower you as a CEO of your business. And if you're not a CEO, you're on your way. You're on your way to being a CEO. So peoplefirstsummit.com. Go check it out. Go share it with your friends. Do not keep it to yourself. All right. Do not keep it to yourself, because we're coming, all four of us are coming together to actually empower those small business CEOs and, becoming CEOs or aspiring entrepreneurs who want to be in the room to understand the pieces that they need to put in place and actually to scale their business, to build their teams, to understand what kind of leadership that they have, to what other topics are we talking about, Lisa? I'm going off the dome on this. The leadership, what you should be thinking about as far as the kind of culture that you build and your core values and things of that nature. It's like, Lisa, jump in, because I'm going off the dome on this, because we've been talking a lot.
So, yeah, it's about onboarding.
Yeah.
It is about ensuring that you can successfully integrate your team member into the current team that you have. It is about making sure that they have clarity on what good looks like. Hey, real quick. Hey, Joy McLaughlin Harris out there. How you doing? It's a joyous day with Joy in the room from that standpoint, but it's all the people things. And this is the thing that we don't know, right? And this is why you need to get in the room. What we don't know is we don't know the magic that's in store for all of us. Yeah. As a result of being there and engaging on this topic. And what will happen, sometimes I will tell you, I've been in places and invited into rooms where I got one piece of information and it changed everything, right? So some of you have been struggling about people, challenges, issues. You have team, and then you don't have a team. You hire someone, and then you let the people go. You're afraid to get a team back, or you might even be afraid to move people from contractors or freelancers to part-time on your team and full-time, and even into a benefited full-time role, right? But this is what I will tell you. Sometimes you got to come and see.
Yes.
Right? You got to come and see. And the only way you can really, truly know, right, is you got to be in the room.
Yes.
Right? Because it's blessings in the room. It's knowledge in the room. Like, your questions are going to get answered in the room. You're going to get information, and you're going to spark some things that you didn't even know you needed to know to be successful in managing your people. This is the thing. And Delmar says this, and I so appreciate it as well. But I'm going to tell you, Delmar, the reason why I tell stories is my father. So my dad, Father's Day is coming up. So, as we're preparing for our fathers and all of that, but it's part of the legacy that I got from my dad is he always had a story. And so the truth of the matter really is simply this, is that nothing happens until you show up. And then, the fear of missing out is real. It is really real. And I will tell you this, I don't want you to get to August 6th and you say, based on what we heard and what happened and the transformation of the businesses and the leaders that were in the room, I missed out. Because that might be your opportunity to scale your business from 50K to 100K, from 100K to 150, from 150 to 250, from 250 to 500, and from 500 to $1 million. The best way to scale your business is with other people, right? Because you get to benefit from the knowledge, the skills, the abilities that they bring to your team inside of your business, right? And so we want to help you to put people first and to get to your bag quicker, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people talk about getting to their bag. We want to help you keep your bag. We want to help you keep your bag when you get it. So we're coming in here every Wednesday, having these chats. Those of you all who are able to, hop on, because I think about all the DMs between the four of us, the DMs that we get of people that may not be responding on the lives or in the replays, the DMs that we get from people who are fearful, is that the word? Fearful of HR and things that happen, what I'm trying to say, I'm getting tongue-tied. Things that are related to HR, people, and all those kind of things. It's like, yeah, you're going after the bag. Maybe you've already hit your million. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. I'm trying to get there. Absolutely wonderful. We want to help you keep your bag by understanding what it means and the power of HR practices in your business. There's power to having it. There's power to having that infrastructure in your business. All of us have been on jobs somewhere. Most, I know a few serial, never had a job before entrepreneurs, but most of us have had jobs, careers, and stuff prior to becoming entrepreneurs. And what was I talking about? Because I lost my thought. See, this is live. This is real. This is real stuff. This is live.
No. So you were just saying that entrepreneurs have never worked, and you want to keep the bag. So at the end of the day.
Exactly. So those jobs, I think the point I was trying to make, those jobs that we've had, guess what? They had HR departments. They had a way and strategies that they put in place. And they didn't start off as corporate America. They started out as small businesses. They started out as entrepreneurs. I worked for FedEx back in the day. One of my best jobs in my career. Worked at FedEx. Fred Smith, if I'm not mistaken, made a C- on his Yale paper about his concept of FedEx or Federal Express. That's what they called it back then. I think he made a C- when he was telling us his story.
Yeah. So we got our colleague that's waiting in the back stage.
Okay, and I don't see her though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see her. So, but we're gonna get ready to wrap this.
Let me say this. That's good. That's a good story, because what it really means is sometimes you get things like whatever your belief system is from the universe, from God, from higher power, and your belief that it will work is so strong, right? But this is what I know is that you will be put into rooms. You will be invited into rooms that will give you the information that you need to up level and keep growing in your business and your knowledge and your abilities to reach higher levels, to meet your mission, vision, and to make an impact and a difference in the communities that you're called to do that for. But if you don't accept those invitations, then the blessing, it's funny. So I'm gonna say one more story. It's like, if I could say this, not to offend anybody, but when we all get to heaven, right? We're gonna be walking around, and I don't want to get to heaven and have St. Peter showing me all of these presents and packages and blessings and room full of blessings, window fill the room with blessings that I never opened because I didn't get in the room. And so what I'm saying to you is the blessing is in the room, and you have got to say yes to the right things. And I myself have never heard of this type of entrepreneurial summit ever. And so it is literally people first. I believe I'm claiming it's the first of its kind. And you want to be in the beginning because, in the beginning for a lot of stuff, like the first season or something is real good, right? And sometimes it just gets better and better. But I'm going to tell you, you want to be in at the beginning so that you can unpack all of your blessings.
So let me say this. So make sure you go check out peoplefirstsummit.com. And I want to, and as we wrap this up, we're going to close it out. Peoplefirstsummit.com. Go to it, look at it, click the button that said early bird, because early bird is about to end in a matter of days. Go on and get the early bird, share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues. Do not keep this great news to yourself. And I want to close it out with this and tag on what Lisa said. It made me think when you was talking about, it's like some rooms that you need to be in, you're going to have to pay for. And paying for it to be in a room that puts you in the front of the pack instead of the back of the pack who are trying to get everything free. It's like, I want to pay to get the answer that I don't have to search for all day long for, or all month long, or all year from, or Google myself to death. It's like, if I'm in a position to make an investment in my business that puts me in the front of the line and get the information from the experts, or from people who have been there before, or from people who have the knowledge base that I need to tap into, I'm going to make an investment if I'm in the position to. Sometimes you're not in the position to. No shame, no problem. There's a lot of things that I did not invest in, but the things that I did invest in have always benefited me, and I've always got a return on it, whether it was 6 months later or 2 years later, because the knowledge never leaves me, even if I'm not in the room with where I made the investment at anymore. So we invite you to invest in your business so you can be in a position for your business to be on a trajectory that I'm sure that you probably have on your vision board, in your dreams, as the visionary of what it is that you bring into the marketplace. So with that being said, we're wrapping it up. I am Delmar Johnson with HR Brain for Hire.
I am Lisa Ely with HRforprofit.com. I am your HR profit strategist.
And our cohorts who were not able to get back on, Nika Craigwell and Letitia Russell of Russell Craigwell Consulting. They will be back, of course. We kind of mix it up. Every Wednesday you see 2 of us, sometimes you see 3 of us, sometimes you see all 4 of them. But they will be with us on next Wednesday. So we appreciate you all who was hung in these 25 minutes that we was on here. We try not to go too longer than 25 minutes and get out of your way. But we hope that you check out peoplefirstsummit.com, and don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your own network. Talk to you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.